What if you could make the most of your financial situation so that you can pay your home loan off faster? What if you could save thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on your home loan? What if you could also set yourself up in life so that you can really start to build wealth? This is Pay It in 5. I'm Dr. Linda Hamilton. We paid our home loan off in 5 years. I wrote Pay It in 5 to share how you can pay your home loan off faster and make money work for you. Pay It in 5. How to pay your home loan off in 5 to 10 years. Written and read aloud by Linda Hamilton. Chapter 31. 3 tips to get value in a property. When you have decided on what you want to buy and know your why, it's time to start looking at properties. At times, you will notice in the market that a property sells for less than the market value. That someone got a good buy. Maybe that someone could be you. Your aim as a first home buyer is to buy the property you want for as little as possible because you want to pay it off as quickly as possible. The more money you have to borrow, the longer it takes to pay off. Know your limits for how much you want to borrow and try to buy a property for as little as possible. Sometimes there may be a house that nobody wants that you can get at a cheaper price. This is all well and good if you are happy there. Keep in mind that buying a property that nobody wants to buy also means it will be harder to sell if you did want to sell it later. On the flip side, sometimes the competition is so high and properties sell for well above the market value, and it is not possible to get a good buy. In any circumstance, there are things that you can do to try to get value in a property. Here are 3 tips to get you started. Tip number 1. Find out the estimated property value before you buy. Before you make an offer, search for the property on the internet and look for an estimated property value. This is not always available, but most of the time you can figure it out or find information somewhere about it. Sometimes there is a similar house next door, and if it is similar enough, you can get an indication of the estimated property price range. Look at the history of a property to find out if it has sold many times or has been rented out frequently. Again, this is not always available. Don't be afraid to add your email to real estate agent newsletter subscriptions or ask to be put onto their databases. Sometimes homes are sold off-market or are available to see pre-market, and this makes it easier to search for the history of a property and how much it could be expected to sell for. Tip number 2. Scope out the competition. Now, you don't have to do detective work or act weird at an open home. What I mean by scope out the competition is to look at how many people are at the open home, how many people are asking the real estate agent questions. If you overhear conversations with the real estate agent, what are people asking? Are people asking for a copy of the contract? When people chat with a real estate agent, this shows they are potentially interested in the property. It doesn't mean they will necessarily buy it, but they may be interested. If you are legitimately interested, ask for a copy of the contract to be emailed to you. This is usually given immediately, and you may not even need to ask. When you receive the contract, have a look, and if you are still interested, send it to your solicitor to review. Note that you will have to pay your solicitor a fee to review the contract. Or put down an offer and make this conditional on the review of the contract by your solicitor and an inspection. When your offer is accepted, you can engage your solicitor to review the contract. If you're in luck and there are no other buyers, aim low and stay low with your offer. If you really want the property and they won't budge on the price, then you may need to consider increasing your offer. How much you pay in the end is up to you and what you think the property is worth and how much you are willing to pay. If there are other keen buyers, you may need to negotiate the price to get the property you want. Be careful to not go over your own spending limit or lose sight of your own home loan goals during this process. If you go over your buying budget, make sure you are fully aware of what you are committing to. Run the calculations. Tip number 3. Think about the time at which you are buying. Some people suggest that you should buy when the market is down, but this can be difficult if the market never seems to really be down. In any case, there is a general rule of thumb that the market tends to be lower at Christmas and in winter. Watch out though, because pre-Christmas and pre-winter are high real estate sales times, as people want to move in before Christmas and before winter settles in. Since entering the property market, we have seen a dip in the property market twice. Once during COVID, which lasted only about 4 months, and once where there was a dip that lasted about a year or two and then just crept its way back up again. If you can, buy in the downturn, but don't hold off buying for that time, as you may be waiting 7 years, and then the house prices are so much higher again that it might not pay off for you. If you can predict a downturn and you want to wait for that time to buy, then you may choose to do that, but it does not always pay to wait for a downturn. This book is about paying your home loan off faster. For more tips and information about how to negotiate a good price on knowing when to buy, search the web. There are many resources out there. Research for yourself and decide what you feel comfortable doing. If you'd like help to plan your home loan and how you can make it work for you, head to payitin5.com/coaching to book a time to chat with me or the team. In life, you get what you spend your time doing. You've just spent your time learning how to pay your home loan off faster. Head to payitin5.com to book your session and make money work for you.